What's up, people? I'll join you in a second.
He's writing his journal.
It's crazy, all the shit I've seen. I don't want to forget it.
It's real.
Yo, man, this is pretty luxury, our area here.
Check out this beer. You can take over.
Yeah, man.
You show everybody our
hello, YouTubers.
Campsite?
It's Jason. Yeah, I think we did a tour already, right?
Somewhat. You can do another one.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good view
This
from
is
here.
actually a really nice...
A whole campsite with a bar. Yeah, we have a bar over there. Oh,
yeah,
that's nice. Check out the watering hole.
Yeah, the local pub.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to be like known as the cheers guy here. You know, like everyone knows you at this point. So, yeah. But it's pretty neat, man. I don't know if I can get you guys together. I just put this down?
Yeah.
All right. Look at this. All right.
That's the next step.
Check.
What's the step?
Oh, I'm going to crash and fall. Safari life as a Westerner.
Sorry, Tanzania and here.
Oh, cool. I don't know what I'm gonna say is like I was just writing in my journal right now. Just like the things that surprised me most was those like Maasai people.
Yeah.
Like seeing that, I'm like,
neat. I did not realize.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty. I did not realize there were that large of a population actually.
Yeah.
2% is actually a pretty.
That's a lot of people, right? But just like anything else, a lot of the newer generation is like kind of going away from that nomadic society. And
but if you think about even in Canada, like having natives live that way, I don't think they could live. Oh yeah. Maintain any part of their culture to
that extreme, yeah. But I think, in my opinion, like just gotta give it a few more, I guess, generations, right? It'll be gone. It's
well, that's
right?
the same with every
Western excesses, man. Yeah. There's something to be said about living like that kind of subsistence life or whatever. But yeah, just like living off the land and stuff like that.
That's your next step, Jay.
Oh no, that's you, man. Minimalist.
Actually, if you have your plan, you move to Vietnam or Thailand or somewhere like that. I should open a place like this. Yeah. You know what? You definitely should.
Make sure there's you live near a cell phone tower. Most important. Yeah. The one good thing about this area, there's like HSPA. I can't knock them, give them less stars for no LTE. The data's working pretty good. So, and there's like running water, a flushing toilet.
Yeah, the toilet seats don't sit up.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're used to like
but whatever.
going in a hole in the ground, I don't know if you made a film about like that stuff.
No.
You should, right? Like there's literally a hole in the ground. You just squat down and like
he's trying to get viewers, not less viewers.
No, man, you gotta. That's reality. That's reality. So, here I'm gonna do guest vlog, right? So, here's Kim. I'm just gonna walk up. So here's Hong's sister Kim. She's been hanging out with us, three smelly gentlemen for the longest time. How's it going?
Good.
Yeah, what you doing?
Vlogging.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have your own thing as well?
No, this is my
personal.
first time.
Yeah. It's good to do that, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I do a journal. I write stuff down.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I enjoy that a lot. So, huh? Oh man, I saw some lions and elephants. You know what? When we first saw like the zebras, I was like, oh, that's sick, right? And then after a while, you're just like, oh, so many of them. You're like, oh, get out of here. Let me see more different animals and stuff. But like, I was really sleepy going to the safari, just because you're so tired, and then what you see animals going at it, I'm like, fuck, this is crazy ass shit. And we're just like standing it out.
It's kind of funny too, because after lunch we were like, it's not enough zebras. Just tell them, can we just go to our campsite? Imagine what would have missed if we actually just went to our campsite.
Yeah.
So far so good. The day's been good.
Yeah, this has been a really good day. Did we talk about our like summit experiences? We should talk about that.
We can talk about it. I already talked about it.
Oh my god, I'll talk about it, man. Like summiting Kilimanjaro. Okay, we'll ask him first. Okay, we'll ask her. I'm gonna give my opinion on stuff because this stuff is like fresh in my brain, right? And I've been trying to write a lot about it just because. And
around and talk about it.
yeah, I mean, I'll talk with you guys. You can give me ideas too, but like summiting Kilimanjaro from Kibu Hut, which was like 4,800 for me. 4,800. I didn't get altitude sickness until like an hour and a half before our hike. Like I was fine up until like an hour and a half before our hike. Then I started vomiting. It was crazy. It didn't matter because I had, we had to go do it anyways. We're there, and we're climbing up. And I talk about this when we're driving. It's just like all you do is just stare at the ground in front of you. It's pitch dark. You have your headlamp on, and you just stare at the feet in front of you for 6 hours. Like literally pitch dark, 6 hours. Step by step. All you do is, and you don't know, you can't really tell how high you are in terms of like elevation. You're just climbing and climbing. So you just like, you're running out of breath. You have like low oxygen. I had altitude sickness. I vomited, right? It was so gross.
You had altitude sickness.
Yeah, I think so. I was vomiting and like, it was crazy. And then you just keep climbing and you're like, when is this over? What time is it? And you look and you've only done like 20 minutes. And like,
you only gained like 10 meters.
Yeah, the only thing I can compare to maybe is like maybe being in like solitary confinement. Like that's torture, right? Like you're just staring at a wall, like nothing else. And then the neat thing was like, you keep climbing up and then what do you get to? Gilman's Point at like 6 a.m. for us, right? Which you're like that was the hardest part to get up there. Once you make it up there, you're like, you feel really like accomplished, right? Because you made it to like, what was that? 5,600 maybe? 50. Yeah. So then you're like, yes. And then their guides tell us it's like another 2 hours. Like, no, please don't tell me that, right? So yeah, that was insane. And then I found just going from Gilman's Point to Stella Point was crazy because of the ice ridge and everything. And so you can watch your step and apparently that's not even the hardest route. Like there's this other route. We took the wrong guy route, right? Yeah, so there's another route that was like way harder that goes straight up to Stella Point. Machami. Right, and people fell off. Our guys were telling us like just last season, like people just like one of the porters. These are experienced people, and they're just walking up and they fell and they slip, crack your head. It's over. And even if you break your leg up there, you're staying there until someone comes and rescues you. They're gonna carry you down using like stretchers. It's freaking crazy. I don't know. Did you guys ever felt like your life was in danger though? Like doing that? Doing that hike?
Yeah,
really?
I didn't want to bring it up to you.
Really?
When else during the hike, but that was pretty dangerous the whole way.
Oh, you know what? I was so. So for me, it was like being sleep deprived, and just like it's like brutal.
That's what I was actually worried about most. That people, have been sleep deprived, one wrong step, and then or just fainting. Yeah, and you just lean the wrong way.
I was ready to like. I put my head on our hiking poles, and I was just like, I'm out. I could close my eyes and sleep. It's so insane. Like, so I'm so glad we have our guides. Like, oh man, I know for them, they're so experienced, and they see us like go through all this. Like, they've seen all the people do all these things, right? So they know how people are.
They were hopping on the edges of that kind of stuff, preventing us from falling over.
Oh, you were worried about them? Yeah. I was like, dude, man, you're crazy. Yeah,
one misstep from them, they're just lying down.
Oh yeah, big time. But like. It was nice when you, cause okay, so my deal is here. I'll switch it around. Like when we were summiting, here. So when we were summiting, like my deal was I knew that we were gonna finish. Like that's it. Like I'm not gonna quit. Like I was ready to quit. Yeah. Right. So many times, and I was like, man, if they told, like I was joking around, like if they told us,
it's closed.
Yeah, Uhuru Point is closed because of like maintenance or something too dangerous. I'd be like, yeah, okay, that's fine, right? Like I bet it came this far.
Hurry up and get down.
But man, yeah. Did you guys have any burst of energy? Well. Yeah.
Well, hit the top.
At the top.
I was like, oh yes.
Yeah, but that didn't last very long.
How long that lasts for? You took our group pictures and pretend to be happy, right?
Once we had to walk back. It's like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
I can't believe you have to go back the whole way.
Well,
same I thought it was like a shorter cut.
Yeah, we thought it was like a shorter road, but nope. Did you think coming back down was harder?
No, it was
It's-
definitely
it's-
easier,
it's
but it was more
easier, but-
dangerous actually. Everyone was so much more tired and out of focus. It was actually
Right.
more dangerous.
That's right. You know.
How did you feel, Kim, man? Now it's your turn, your experience. Like, you know, for the longest time, it's just like me talking about it, right? So, I mean, let's hear from you, man. All right, I'm going to switch it out to you.
You're a dick.
Do you remember any?
You were
of them?
roasted. We can, like, all kind of give our opinions on her, like what we saw Kim, and then we can go first, and then you can do like a rebuttal. I'll say, like, when I saw,
yeah.
oh man, what, like,
She was.
yeah, go ahead, Hong.
She was
yeah,
like a
what you-
zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like walk
tired.
and then stop and then walk and stop.
Yeah, just like step by step.
Yeah, all I remember was when we started, it was like
When did
my
it get?
head was like down like this.
Yeah.
And it was like I just pitch dark. It's like an endless abyss of like darkness. And then you just keep walking and walking. You don't know where you're going. You're just following the person in front of you. And it's for 6 hours. I'm like, oh my gosh, how is that gonna? How long am I gonna last? Am I gonna really make it to the top?
But seeing you at the end was like.
The end was pretty bad. I think I got sick like afterwards.
When did it get worse?
When we were coming down, I think right after Gilliman's.
Oh man.
And then I just
Oh,
got
you,
like
were-
so
you were
sick.
dead from Stella's Point.
Oh,
Like, you went from Stella's to Gilliman's Point, you were pretty ill. I was actually worried you were going to faint and fall over.
really? I know
Yeah.
that when we were braking and I just had my head down like this.
Yes.
I was like, I could just sleep.
Oh yeah.
That's why I was worried that you guys would
So
actually,
sleep
you guys would
deprived.
actually faint. I was actually worried you guys would actually lean the wrong way.
I was like step by step. I was like,
So bad.
Oh man.
forcing myself to move. I was like,
I was like, when I was walking through it, I was ready to like, if someone just came and just like did this, like tap me on the shoulder, they'd just knock me out.
Yep.
Like, okay, whatever, I'm gone, man. I'm just gonna float into space, right? The one thing I thought was really cool when we got to the summit was that huge friggin' ice wall. Like,
Ice
I
wall.
wish I could have. Like, I took a picture of it. I'm sure there's a lot of that stuff
I
online,
think I
but
have some.
that huge ice wall was insane. Like, but we didn't. We're so tired to appreciate it, right?
Game of Thrones ice wall.
Yeah. It was like, what the fuck is this? It's like another planet. Like literally, when you're up there, it's like you're on another planet. And then we got to see the sunrise, but we're like too tired to appreciate it.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
right,
God.
okay, let's go. Let's move. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Let's get done with.
Yeah, but if it makes us feel any better, like what is it? Our porters were like, I asked them, or our guides, like I asked them how their first time was, and they were all like, yeah, never again. This is ridiculous. And I think,
But we're going back.
yeah, right.
So
Think about it.
you're saying the guys felt the same way?
Yeah, the
they went
first
up there?
time they summited, because they just experienced. This is their job, right? And I get it. Like they get paid for this, but like their first time doing it too is just as hard, right? And it's like I guess
Every time they go up, they risk their life.
yeah, it's so insane.
For $10.
I don't know. I think
Oh, big time, yeah.
they seem
For $10 US dollars
They-
a day.
this seem like
Oh, they
nothing to
deserve
them.
way more. Like those guys who did, and the porters, in my opinion, like they're the ones that did all the work. Like seriously, like if
They're
you
the heroes.
like I get it. You conquer this Kilimanjaro. I'm not like downplaying it for doing something. It's amazing, right? But like
You didn't do much.
we're just walking up, man,
Yeah.
with a backpack. Like that's nothing. These guys are carrying what, like 20 kilos of like stuff,
They took my
food,
backpack.
or
Yeah,
ten.
they took my backpack.
Right, and
too.
at the end they offered it, because they understand, like, oh, we know, we've seen this before, right? And,
5 pounds. I was still like, oh.
yeah.
I feel like it's like 50 pounds on me.
Oh, it
Every
was
step you
insane.
go up, you're like, oh, the backpack gets heavier and heavier. And your shoulders,
They ache.
they ache. It's like a little. It's just
So much
pulling
weight
you
pulling
down.
you down.
Oh, and I think another thing was like, I was asking our guide, Daniel, or both of our guides. We have two guides. So one was Daniel and Manuel. So they're both awesome. They have different opinions on things. But like, they used to be porters. And they're telling me like, when they first started too, they were like, this is insane. Like carrying all that stuff up. But it's just, you come from a poor village and whatever, what do you have, right?
Gotta
Like
do
this
it.
is your job. Like this is what you do to feed your family and stuff. So you have to do this. And then the way you walk, and it's like there's a way to carry your stuff, and they never fall.
Yeah,
Like they're climbing. What was it? What was the base? What, like 2,000 elevation? And we were going up eventually.
22 200 or something like that. 2200.
Yeah, and then where do we end up at?
58, 98.
Well, they didn't go all the way to the top, so they would have been at 47.
47. Still insane. A lot of
Yeah.
people, from what I've heard,
Yeah, what they say, they just stop at Kibo Hut, right?
yeah, they go to Kibo Hut and they're like, that's it, I'm good, right? Like,
25% fail, or 25% don't fail.
don't make it, yeah. Like, so it's pretty big deal for summiting, right?
It's like, it's weird. Like, you really don't do most of the work, but you do some work. Yeah. Like, the pros do like
I don't know, what surprises me is
75% of the work, and you only do
Oh yeah,
25%.
yeah.
You take all the accomplishments.
You feel so like, oh yeah, look at me on my Instagram photo of like me in the sign. Like I'm guilty of that, and like
Yeah.
look what I did. And like it's really the porters that did so much.
yeah,
Were you saying?
I'm actually surprised. It looks so easy for the guys. Up there.
Yeah.
And
Experience,
it was long
man.
hours. It was long hours for them.
Pro, it's like,
Like, even now, my legs are killing me.
are you?
I wonder if we actually had real sleep, would we
Oh,
be better?
right. See, that's my thing. Like I was sleep deprived leading up to this, right?
Oh, yeah, we never had sleep.
I had zero, like, in what, 6 days or 5 days? I've had like 10 hours in total, like 2 hours one night, 0 hours one night. Like it was ridiculous. So you're so tired,
Mike's
right?
fault.
That's well, no, it's
Hey,
just
man, first one to
it's
sleep.
just like being in a new environment too, right? And just like it's different. But yeah. What was I gonna say? We're gonna just keep dragging on. No. Summiting
Deprived.
down, sleep deprived. How did you feel? How did you guys feel the day after? It seems like one long day, right? And leading up to it also felt like slow
Forever.
motion. Day 1, day 2,
Felt
day 3,
forever.
day 4. It felt like it was forever, and then it actually happened, and you're like, okay, when is this moment gonna happen, right? It's like,
And then
all right, let's start doing this. And then after, you're like, okay,
you come back, you get your break, and you're like, oh, I got 9 kilometers to go. Still 9 kilometers.
That was
to hike.
crazy.
Okay,
I had to
so
hike another 9 kilometers
you
after.
explain that. So what did we do?
So first we summit, and then we come down. We're all messed up. Everyone's tired. Everyone's like, hungry, whatever. Then you're given an hour to rest.
Not even.
Not
And it's
even
so hot.
Because we were like, some of us were late, right? And some of us were a little bit faster.
I was sliding down, just saying.
Yeah, we were sliding. Literally fanboarding.
It was so weird.
You know
It
what,
was
I
so
have to say,
fun.
that would have been the coolest thing if I wasn't so tired.
Oh yeah,
You know-
my legs roasted.
You know,
But-
if my legs weren't dead and I wasn't so tired, that would have been so much fun.
yeah,
But then after your rest, after you have was it lunch?
it was like a brunch or
Brunch,
like a late lunch. Yeah,
Late lunch, and then you're like, okay, we've got to pack and go.
that was annoying. But-
You're like, okay, you had 9 kilometers to get to the next camp, and you're like,
Yes.
you're all knackered.
Yes, big time. You like
oh my god.
you just probably did like the toughest thing you've like. I was thinking back, like that was probably one of the toughest things I've ever done.
Yeah.
And then where you're forced to like pack up all your shit
Pack up everything.
I was like-
and then go.
and then go another 9 kilometers. The good thing
4
is
hours, another 4 hours.
4 hours. Good thing is like it's mostly downhill, and the
We're
terrain wasn't too bad. There's some rocks.
No, the last hour was tough.
Coming in.
Fix something?
Yeah, for sure.
Make it lighter.
Yep.
Yeah, but the last hour was just like horrible.
Yeah, see, all these things are coming back now because during that time it was so painful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. For me, I zoned out most of it.
yeah.
I don't think I would have been able to do it if I actually thought about what we were doing. So I had to zone out and just focus on what the task was that we had to get done.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, was that the hardest thing you had to do?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Endurance-wise?
For me, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Mentally challenging.
mentally, but
Oh yeah, both.
you've been through a
Physical
lot,
and mental.
what you told us, remember? So, like,
It-
Yeah.
It's different type of challenges, right?
yeah.
Just for physically.
Yeah.
For 13 straight hours, I pretty much could not catch my breath for 13 straight
Wow.
hours.
Oh yeah, you're like,
You know?
Wow.
these couple steps, 10 steps, and then you're like,
And as out of shape as I am, it's actually not just that. It was just the lack of oxygen up there.
Yeah,
It's just that much. It became worse and worse the further up we went.
right. I'm gonna say, like, from my point of view, because like me and Hong are pretty like we're like endurance guys. Like we do a lot of like that kind of endurance stuff, and in my opinion, like going up and stuff, like cardio wise, I was okay. Like I can keep going, whatever. Like I felt I was fine, but it was just being lightheaded, mental toughness. Like so different, and I compare it to, like, right at the beginning, it's just tough mentally. Right at the beginning of the climb.
Then it starts dragging.
It's just dragging. It's 6 hours, and it's just
Hours, just like
time. Everything slows down.
Like the accent when you're trying to gain each.
Oh, you don't know. You can't tell your elevation.
You can't.
While you're
I have
climbing,
no
right?
idea how high we actually went.
Yeah,
I know it was 6 hours, but when we came back on your daytime,
Yeah.
I had no idea how high we really were.
It was.
It's just the elevation, just trying to gain 10 meters. You're like,
Oh, come on.
it's only an hour. We only gained 10 meters.
So I think we went up 900 meters in,
It's just when you like the first hour.
in 6
Yeah.
hours.
The first hour, the first break, I was like, what? That's all we gained?
Yeah, right. Then we went through it.
Yeah, we went through
What was going through your mind, Kim? Gotta have some of her input.
When will this end?
Okay, so let's say when we hit the first break, you remember when we were climbing up, and I think I vomited.
I vomited first.
Did you? Yeah.
I was the first to vomit.
And then you gave your bag to the porter.
Yeah,
You're like, yo, you
I
take
think it was
this.
the second, no,
Second one?
break, I
Okay.
gave the bag, but and I was like, okay, I need a break.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I don't know.
I'm just so glad I didn't actually have any altitude sickness, or else I would not have made it. If I was in your guys' condition, I would not have made it.
Man, it was like,
as much as I like climbing and all this stuff, this was tough. This was tough.
and Kim,
I
what
was
were you
just
thinking?
Really scared.
Scared of what?
Falling?
Falling,
Blacking out.
Blacking out.
Not being able to finish it,
Right.
and I kept asking myself, why did I sign up for this?
Were you mad at your brother for
I
this?
was cursing him.
Yeah?
In my mind the whole way. Like, why? Why am I doing this?
You know, it's those tough things that really, in my opinion, yeah, it's like these freaking epic, come in here. It's like these epic kind of things that we do to really appreciate what you got and stuff, right? Like you see these guys who, like, we're doing this for fun, right? Like,
They're doing it for a living.
Like, we paid to do this, right? Like, you know, a couple thousand US, whatever, right? Like, and these guys are like making, like, what, like $10 US a day, and they're doing all this. Like, it makes you appreciate what you have.
Oh yeah.
And then the suffer. Like, I'm all about, I didn't used to be like that, right? Like the suffer, right? Like, you know, I used to sit at home and play video games all day, right? And like, it's easy to distract yourself from those kind of tough challenges, right? And like, in my opinion, like, yeah, like me, like I'm already thinking like, frick, I need to do this again, right? Like, it's insane.
Wow.
That's why I keep on going back, like to ground myself.
Yes.
Like we have it, all of us. We have it really good. You know, we have hot water. We have
Hot running water, freaking toilet.
Yeah, we have toilets. We have cars. We have everything. Right. So when we actually, when I actually do something like this, it actually grounds me, puts me back into perspective.
Makes you feel grateful of
grateful.
what you have.
Big time. Yeah, and I think for us too, it's like, you know, we came from like immigrant background family too, so we can kind of relate to a lot of things, right? So, yeah, but I think
Let's
that's
say our
it.
dinner's ready. We're gonna have to.
Yeah, our dinner's ready. Here's our chef. So there you go, Hong. There's your guest. All
right.
So it's 6:30 now.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Sorry about being late.
So we just climbed Kilimanjaro a couple of days ago, and so we're just you know going through the emotions and stuff like that. All right. Okay, we'll be there. We're heading over.
I'm bringing out the beer. You want one? Bring one there.
All right. Cool.